This is a recipe out of my Mexican book, and the gin is going to go perfectly with the pineapples. The first thing I want to do is make my cake mix. It's a pineapple upside down cake. So, normal process of making a cake, a batter. So we've got 125 grams of butter, cup of sugar, and we're just going to cream that. And then I'll add the eggs one at a time. And I'm going to use, probably only need 2 eggs for this one. The thing I like about it all sort of happens in one fry pan, and so a lot less cleanup and just a really simple cake but really tasty. So my eggs, butter and sugar are done. Now I need to add a little bit of self-raising flour. This is a very, very, very basic cake batter. Take that off now because I want to mix everything through by hand. About 1.25 cups of flour. And some milk. 1/2 cup of milk. Okay. So you want your mixture for this to be almost like a hot cake mixture. So halfway between crepe or pancake and normal cake mixture, which is what I've got it at now. So I'll give you a look. You sort of want that consistency. So a little bit wetter than a normal cake. Right, so that's done. Our cake mixture's done. Now I can put together the pineapple component of the dish. So I need a fry pan. In my fry pan, I want to make a caramel, brown sugar, 3/4 cup. I'm going to use a little bit of the pineapple juice to get that going. And I just want to bring that to a simmer. So I'm making a Cheats caramel. I'm just using brown sugar with a little bit of juice from the pineapples. Once that comes to the boil, that'll be our caramel. And then I'm going to add my pineapple pieces and some cayenne pepper. Pineapple and chili is an awesome combination. The sweetness of the pineapple really balances out the heat of the chili, so it makes it a lot more palatable. So as soon as we've got this to a bubble, my pineapple will go in, my chili will go in, and then it's a matter of bringing everything together. I'm going to keep cooking my pineapples a little bit, just until everything's nicely coated, it starts to get sticky. Then I'll take it off the heat, add my cake batter on top of the pineapples, and put it into the oven at 180 degrees, which we're already set at. So we're almost there. So the bubbles are starting to form. Okay, so once I've got bubbles formed everywhere, I can add in my pineapple and the remainder of the juice. Now I just want to cook that down until the liquid has halved. Once that liquid's halved, then I can turn the heat off, add my cake batter and pop it into the oven. Now, it's going to be in the oven for only about 25 to 30 minutes because it's going to be a small amount of cake batter on top that needs to cook. It won't take the normal time that a cake does. It's more of a hot cake than a cake. So I add my cayenne. Start with 1/2 teaspoon and we'll taste and see whether or not we need to add any more. Chili, pineapple and caramel. Great combination. Oh, yum. A little bit more for me. Just that little tickle at the back of the throat, which is what you want. But it's tamed so much. So once that's reduced by half, we'll go on to our next step. About halfway through that process, I added my gin, so about 60 mils of gin. Turn that pan off. Now I can add my batter. Evenly around our pan. Just need everything to be sort of coated so there's no holes at the top. And that's probably pushing it. That is going to rise. We've got self-raising flour in there. So it's going to rise a little bit, so that's probably going to rise over the top. So just to protect myself from what I'm pretty sure is going to happen, I'm going to pop that on there and then pop it in the oven. So into my oven at 180. And remember I said about 25 to 30 minutes, probably 25 if your oven's preheated, then it will come out, be ready to serve in the fry pan that it's in. So again, it's another one of those great, put in the middle of a table, everyone knows. And you can, if you want, you can let it cool, you'll be able to cut portions out of it, but I reckon just go for it. So now we're going to head off to see Henry and Olivia as they explore the east coast of Tasmania and have a gin tasting on a deck.